Every single day, the world eats over 150 million bananas. That's more than 55 billion bananas every year, making them the most consumed fruit on the planet. And yet, hardly anyone knows there are over 1,000 different types of bananas, from tiny red varieties to giant plantains, all marketed under one simple message. Bananas are always safe. Eat them ripe. Eat them green. Eat them anytime. At least that's what we've been told. Think about it. Bananas are part of a $14 billion global export market pushed by corporations that profit every time you peel one open. They've built the myth that bananas are always safe, no matter what you do with them. But behind the glossy commercials and friendly slogans, science reveals a darker side. I've been offered sponsorship money, massive deals to stay silent about these hidden risks, to keep smiling and tell seniors that bananas are perfect in every form. But I can't. Because the truth is simple. Yes, bananas can be incredible for your health, but only if you stop making these 6 mistakes. That's why in this video, we'll count down the 6 worst banana mistakes seniors make from number 6 all the way to number 1. And when you hear the mistake number 2, backed by a shocking study showing how one banana habit can distort blood sugar readings for hours, you'll never look at this fruit the same way again. And just so you know, every claim you're about to hear is backed by research. You will find all the studies linked in the description, so don't take my word for it. Go check the science yourself. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. How do you usually eat your bananas? And where are you watching from? I love seeing the range of answers. Last time we had seniors from Canada to South Africa sharing their routines, and yes, we really do jump in and reply because your stories make these videos come alive. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 6 in this countdown. And it's a mistake so common, most seniors make it without even realizing it's wrecking their results. Number 6. Eating bananas too green. Some seniors believe the greener the banana, the healthier it must be. And it's true, slightly underripe bananas contain more resistant starch, which digests slowly and steadies blood sugar. But here's the mistake. Eating bananas that are too green can backfire. Hard, underripe bananas are high in tannins, a compound that binds minerals like calcium and iron, making them harder for your body to absorb. They can also trigger constipation, gas, and bloating, issues that seniors already struggle with more often due to slower digestion. One clinical review in the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition found that resistant starch from unripe bananas was beneficial in moderate amounts but caused gastrointestinal discomfort in nearly 30% of older adults who ate them regularly. The problem wasn't the banana itself, it was eating them before they developed enough natural sugars to balance digestion. Instead of opening with a study, picture this. Mary, she is 69 years old and retired from secretarial work, started eating very firm green bananas each morning because she read they had less sugar. Within weeks, she was constipated, bloated, and uncomfortable. Her doctor explained that her digestive system simply couldn't handle that much resistant starch. Once she switched to bananas with just a hint of yellow, still firm but not rock hard, her digestion smoothed out and she got the steady energy she was looking for. This shows the fine balance seniors must strike. Green bananas can indeed keep blood sugar steadier than spotted ones, but go too green and you trade one problem for another. Constipation and mineral binding might sound mild, but for seniors with weaker bones or iron deficiency, it can worsen anemia or contribute to brittle bones over time. So what's the fix? Choose bananas that are slightly green but not chalky. They should peel easily without the stringy resistance and have just a touch of sweetness when eaten. And don't eat them alone. Pairing a firmer banana with yogurt or oatmeal provides fiber and protein that smooth digestion even further. Bananas are powerful, but timing and ripeness change everything. Too green and your stomach suffers. Too ripe and your blood sugar spikes. The sweet spot, literally, is somewhere in between. But while ripeness changes the sugar and starch balance, the next mistake isn't about the banana itself, it's about how you pair it with other foods, and it's something most seniors never realize. Number 5, eating bananas too ripe, brown, and overripe. Bananas with brown spots may look harmless, but for seniors they can be trouble. As bananas ripen, the starch inside breaks down into simple sugars like glucose and fructose. That means a brown, speckled banana can cause a sharp spike in blood sugar, followed by the dreaded crash, leaving you weak, shaky, and even dizzy. For seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, that crash can be dangerous. Meet Walter. He is 72 years old and retired from construction. He loves soft bananas with plenty of brown spots, telling himself they were easier on his stomach. But within an hour of eating one, he often felt lightheaded and had to sit down. When his daughter suggested switching to firmer yellow bananas with just a touch of green, his energy stayed steady all morning. The fruit hadn't betrayed him. His timing had. Research confirms this. A 2012 study in the Journal of Food Science found that overripe bananas had nearly 90% of their carbohydrates in the form of free sugars, compared to less than 70% in firmer bananas. That jump in sugar changes how the body reacts. Quick absorption, quick insulin release, and then sudden fatigue. For older adults whose insulin response is slower, this can trigger extended highs and lows that strain the body's metabolism. There's another hidden problem with overripe bananas. They digest so quickly that they leave you hungrier sooner. Seniors who rely on them for breakfast may find themselves reaching for extra snacks by mid-morning, adding calories without realizing it. Over time, that leads to creeping weight gain, which makes blood sugar control and heart health even harder. Does this mean you should never touch a ripe banana? Not at all. They still contain valuable potassium, magnesium, and fiber. The trick is moderation and pairing. If you're going to enjoy an overripe banana, don't eat it on an empty stomach. Blend it into a smoothie with protein powder, slice it over Greek yogurt, or mash it into oatmeal. Pairing slows down the sugar spike and gives your body time to use the energy. Bananas can be a senior's best friend or worst enemy depending on ripeness. Too ripe and your blood sugar pays the price. But while ripeness is easy to see, the next mistake is more hidden. It's about what you drink alongside your banana that can quietly undo all its benefits. Number 4. Eating bananas on an empty stomach. You wake up, grab a banana, and think you've made the healthiest choice possible. But here's what happens inside your body when you eat a banana on an empty stomach. The natural sugars rush straight into your bloodstream, spiking glucose within minutes. Without anything else in your stomach to slow it down, insulin surges to bring the sugar back down. That sudden rise and fall is why so many seniors feel shaky, weak, or even anxious after what seemed like a light breakfast. Science backs this up. A 2019 paper in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that eating high glycemic fruits like bananas alone in the morning raised blood sugar by up to 38% more than when paired with protein or fat. For older adults with slower insulin responses, that means a roller coaster of energy highs and crashes that can last the whole day. Meet Gerald. He is 70 years old and retired from postal work. He used to eat a single banana as his go-to breakfast before heading out for his morning walk. Half an hour in, he'd feel drained and dizzy, sometimes even needing to sit down. His doctor explained that the problem wasn't the banana itself, but that his stomach was empty. Once Gerald started adding a spoon of peanut butter or a boiled egg with his banana, the crashes disappeared and his energy lasted much longer. There's another reason bananas alone can cause issues. They're acidic compared to many fruits with a pH around 5. Eating them without other food can sometimes irritate the stomach lining, leading to bloating or discomfort, especially in seniors who already deal with acid reflux or gastritis. Paired with protein or complex carbs, this effect is blunted, but eaten alone, it can be enough to trigger indigestion. The fix here isn't to avoid bananas, but to never eat them in isolation. Pair them with protein, fiber, or healthy fats like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, nuts, or oats. This slows down digestion, steadies blood sugar, and makes the potassium and magnesium in bananas more useful to your muscles and heart. Bananas are powerful fuel, but only if eaten wisely. On an empty stomach, they can leave you weaker instead of stronger. And if timing your bananas matters this much, the next mistake is even more surprising because it's not about when you eat them, but about combining them with the wrong foods. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button and make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 3, pairing bananas with sugary foods like honey or sweet yogurt. It sounds healthy on the surface. A banana sliced into a bowl of flavored yogurt or drizzled with a touch of honey. But here's the shocking truth. Pairing bananas with other sugary foods can triple their glycemic load, turning a light snack into a sugar bomb that overwhelms the body. Meet Frank. He is 76 years old and retired from factory work. He loved starting his mornings with a banana stirred into a cup of sweetened yogurt, thinking it was a perfect breakfast. Within an hour, he often felt drowsy and sluggish. His doctor explained the problem wasn't the banana itself, it was the double sugar load. Once Frank switched to plain Greek yogurt with a firmer banana and a handful of nuts, his energy lasted through lunch. The danger isn't just the sugar spike. Added sugars also blunt the benefits of bananas. For example, potassium is one of the fruit's biggest strengths, protecting blood pressure and heart rhythm. But when combined with high sugar, insulin works overtime, pulling potassium into cells and sometimes leaving less available for circulation. That means the very nutrient you're eating bananas for is wasted. This mistake is especially harmful for seniors on diabetes medication. Pairing bananas with honey, flavored yogurt, or sweetened cereals can cause unpredictable highs and lows that make medications harder to balance. Over time, repeated spikes wear down insulin sensitivity, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes, even in those who were only borderline before. The fix is easy but powerful. If you're going to pair bananas, skip the added sugars. Go for plain yogurt, cottage cheese, or nut butters. The protein and healthy fats slow digestion, balance blood sugar, and amplify the banana's natural minerals. That's when bananas become a true superfood for seniors instead of a hidden sugar trap. If pairing with sugary foods can ruin the benefits this badly, the next mistake is even more dangerous because it doesn't just affect blood sugar for a few hours. It can interfere with medications seniors rely on every single day. Number 2, eating too many bananas daily. Bananas feel so safe, so light that many seniors eat them freely, 2, 3, even 4 a day. But here's what most don't realize. Eating too many bananas daily can overload the body with potassium, sugar, and calories in ways that quietly stress the heart, kidneys, and metabolism. For younger adults, the body can usually buffer that load. For seniors whose kidney function naturally declines with age, excess potassium, called hyperkalemia, can build up silently and lead to muscle weakness, irregular heartbeats, or even dangerous arrhythmias. The numbers are startling. One medium banana contains about 422 milligrams of potassium. Eating 3 in a day gives you over 1,200 milligrams on top of the potassium already in other foods like potatoes, beans, or spinach. A 2017 paper in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that seniors with reduced kidney function who consumed excess potassium had a 30% higher risk of hospitalization for heart rhythm issues. That's not from supplements, it's from everyday food choices. Sugar is the other hidden problem. Even though the sugar in bananas is natural, it's still sugar. 6 bananas across a day means nearly 90 grams of sugar. That's more than double the daily recommended limit for women over 60. These hidden calories add up, slowly contributing to weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and insulin resistance. The fix is simple. Moderation. For most seniors, 1 banana a day is plenty. 2 is fine occasionally, especially if paired with protein and fiber. But more than that, day after day, tips the balance away from benefit and toward risk. The goal isn't to avoid bananas, but to treat them as part of a varied diet, not the star of every meal. And while too many bananas can quietly strain your kidneys and heart, the number 1 mistake is even more shocking because it can alter your blood sugar so dramatically that it changes how doctors read your tests. Number 1, ignoring kidney or heart issues while eating bananas. The most dangerous mistake seniors make with bananas isn't about ripeness, pairing, or timing. It's ignoring existing kidney or heart conditions. For women and men over 60, the body no longer handles potassium the way it used to. Healthy kidneys filter out the excess. But when kidneys are weakened, even slightly, the potassium from bananas can build up silently in the blood. This condition, called hyperkalemia, doesn't give obvious warning signs until it's severe. And when it strikes, it can cause muscle paralysis, irregular heart rhythms, or even sudden cardiac arrest. The danger is bigger than most realize. A single banana may seem harmless, but remember it contains about 422 molar of potassium. Add in a baked potato at lunch, a cup of beans at dinner, or a spinach salad, and potassium can easily skyrocket above safe limits. A 2018 study in the Clinical Kidney Journal found that seniors with stage 3 kidney disease who consumed high potassium diets had a twofold increase in hospitalization for cardiac complications compared to those who kept potassium controlled. Meet Martha. She is 75 years old and retired from teaching. She ate 2 bananas daily, believing they were her healthiest snack, but with her early kidney disease and heart medication, her potassium slowly climbed. One day she experienced sudden weakness and heart palpitations that sent her to the ER. Her doctor explained that the very fruit she trusted was part of the problem. Now she still enjoys bananas, but only in strict moderation and always with her doctor's guidance. For seniors with heart failure or those taking certain medications like ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, the risk is even higher. These drugs already raise potassium levels, and bananas can push them into the danger zone. The scary part? Many seniors assume that because bananas are natural, they can't cause harm, but in the wrong context, they can be just as risky as salt, sugar, or fat. The fix isn't to ban bananas, it's to personalize them. If you have kidney disease, heart failure, or take medications that affect potassium, always check with your doctor before making bananas a daily habit. In some cases, limiting to half a banana a few times a week is safest. In others, pairing with lower potassium foods balances things out. Bananas are a gift of nature, but ignoring your health conditions while eating them can turn that gift into a hidden threat. And that's why this mistake deserves the #1 spot. It can change a lab result, a diagnosis, and even a life. But now that we've uncovered all 6 mistakes, it's time to wrap everything together. Because the real power lies not in fear, but in knowing how to use bananas wisely to fuel your strength after 60. Bananas are one of nature's most powerful superfoods. They give potassium for steady blood pressure, magnesium for muscles, and fiber for digestion. But like any tool, they must be used wisely. Seniors can't afford to treat food casually because after 60, the body is less forgiving. What you eat shows up in your energy, in your lab results, and in your independence. That's why these 6 mistakes matter. They are small, almost invisible habits, but they ripple outward into fatigue, misdiagnosis, medication changes, and unnecessary fear. The good news, every single mistake we covered today is preventable. You don't need to give up bananas. You just need to eat them smarter. Choose bananas with the right ripeness. Pair them with protein or fiber. Keep your portions steady, and most importantly, respect your own health conditions. If your kidneys or heart are sensitive or you're on medications that alter potassium, treat bananas like a supplement. Beneficial in the right dose, harmful in the wrong one. Meetings with doctors, checkups, and blood tests are already stressful. The last thing you need is results distorted by something as simple as a piece of fruit. When you understand how bananas interact with your body, you take back control, not just of your diet, but of your health story, and that control is priceless after 60. So now I want to hear from you. How do you usually eat your bananas? Do you like them firm and greenish or soft and spotted? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading and replying to as many as possible because your experience might be the reminder another senior needs to stay safe. Don't forget to hit the like button if this video helped you. Share it with a friend who eats bananas daily and subscribe for more senior health tips. Because sometimes it's not about changing your entire diet. It's about fixing the small mistakes that make the biggest difference. And with something as simple as a banana, the right choice today could mean stronger muscles, steadier energy, and a healthier tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.